In the Lord put I my trust. How say to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain. For lo, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart. If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteous Lord loveth righteousness, his countenance doth behold the upright. My trust, how say to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain. For lo, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart. Foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteous Lord loveth righteousness, his countenance doth behold the upright. In the Lord put I my trust. How say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain. For lo, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart. If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. The Lord Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteous Lord loveth righteousness, his countenance doth behold the upright. Say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain. For lo, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart. If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire.
Hey everyone, welcome back. We've been on this journey exploring faith and that whole idea of feeling secure even when, well, things around us aren't.
Yeah, for sure.
And today, we're really going to dig into a powerful piece of writing, Psalm 11.
Okay.
And we're talking ancient poetry here, hymns even. This stuff is like thousands of years old.
Right.
And it's amazing how relevant it still feels,
Oh, right.
Like people back then wrestled with the same big questions we do. What do you do when the world feels like it's falling apart? Where do you find that solid ground, that feeling of safety?
So true. It's like timeless in a way.
Totally. And this psalm doesn't shy away from the tough stuff.
Yeah.
It dives right into that feeling of anxiety, that urge to just escape when everything feels overwhelming.
It's like it doesn't try to sugarcoat anything.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right from the start, you get this vivid image. Flee as a bird to your mountain.
Yeah.
That sounds like some serious trouble is brewing.
Wow, yeah.
Like what kind of situation would make you want to run to the mountains and hide?
I know, right? Just drop everything and take off.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
Definitely.
What are the mountains we might run to today?
Let me see. Like, is it our phones?
Maybe.
Or zoning out with Netflix?
Yeah.
Just anything to tune out the noise for a bit.
Or maybe even those online communities where everyone agrees with us,
Oh, totally. It's like we create our own little echo chambers.
Exactly. And that urge to escape, to find that sense of security, it's definitely there in this psalm.
Yeah.
But then there's this interesting shift, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
It's not just about running away anymore. It becomes about something else entirely.
Yeah, like facing what's out there, right?
Yeah. Like in verses 2 and 3, we get this really chilling picture.
Okay.
It talks about these hidden enemies lurking in the shadows.
Oh, wow. That is creepy.
Like waiting to strike. And it's not just physical danger either. It's this sense that there are forces working against us, even if we can't always see them.
It's like that feeling you get, when you just know something's off.
Totally. And then there's this line that always gives me chills. If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do?
Yeah, that's powerful.
That's not just about like someone breaking into your house,
Right.
This is about the very foundations of society, the things we believe in, the systems we rely on. justice, truth, order, when those things start to crumble.
Yeah, what then?
Exactly. And I think in our world today,
Yeah.
there are definitely those things that feel shaky, right?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's the economy. Maybe it's the political climate. Maybe it's just that feeling that things are changing so fast.
Uh-huh.
And this verse speaks to that, you know?
Yeah.
A deep unease when the things we thought were solid start to feel uncertain. It's heavy stuff.
It is.
But then you see this amazing shift.
Okay.
The whole tone of the psalm changes.
Really?
Yeah, it's almost like the psalmist takes this deep breath and looks upward.
I see.
Suddenly it's all about God.
Interesting.
Goes from those shadowy enemies to this image of God in his holy temple, his eyes watching over everything.
Wow, okay.
Like even in the midst of all this chaos, there's this sense of a higher power who is still in control.
That's comforting, isn't it?
It is. It's like finding that sense of security, not in running away, but in something bigger than yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the psalm goes into this whole concept of divine justice.
You okay?
But it's not about revenge, you know?
No, it's different than that, right?
Yeah, it's more like it's about this higher standard,
Right.
this belief that ultimately righteousness will prevail.
Interesting.
Like verses 5-7, they talk about God as this judge who sees everything, who tests both the good and the bad.
Yeah, so like he's fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The psalm says God loves those who do right, but he hates the actions of those who do wrong.
I see.
It's both reassuring, you know,
Uh-huh.
knowing that there's this higher power who cares about justice, but it's also a bit challenging, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because it asks us to trust in that justice,
Yeah.
even when we don't see it happening right away. Like we have to live with that tension, you know, that sometimes things don't seem fair in the moment, but there's this bigger picture at play.
Yeah, that's tough.
It is. And then you get these really intense metaphors.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What happens to those who choose to do evil? Snares, fire, brimstone.
Wow, those are some strong images.
Yeah, it's not holding back at all. And I think that contrast is so important, you know?
Right.
On the one hand, there's this vivid description of the consequences for those who choose evil.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you have this unwavering love of God for those who do right.
Like a clear choice.
It's like this powerful reminder about the choices we make and the consequences that follow. And ultimately, I think that's what this psalm is about, right?
What do you mean?
It's about finding security, not in running away from the chaos, but in faith, in trusting that there's a higher power who is in control, who cares about justice, and who loves those who do right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Doesn't offer easy answers.
But it does give us a lot to think about, doesn't it? Oh, absolutely. Like it makes you wonder, what are those mountains we try to escape to today?
Right.
And when those foundations start shaking, where do we turn for that sense of security?
Exactly. What does it really mean to find refuge, not in something physical, but in something beyond ourselves?
It's a question worth pondering, that's for sure.
It is.